right, so today in class we did the reverse of yesterday. Yesterday we took a fraction and divided it by a whole number. Today we started taking a whole number and dividing it into fractional parts. So there are two ways to do this. Let's use this first example. George bought 4 submarine sandwiches for a birthday party. If each person will eat 2/3 of a sandwich, how many people can George feed? So I first know that my problem is going to look like 4 divided by 2/3. That's what I'm trying to solve. So I want to start out with 4 submarine sandwiches. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take those 4 submarine sandwiches and divide them into 3 pieces. There's my thirds. Once I divide them into thirds, he said each person is going to eat 2/3 of a sandwich. So one person is going to eat this chunk. Another person will eat that part. A third person will eat that part. And we keep going. I have 4 people now, but I still have the third at the end of each of these. Well, those thirds can also go to somebody. These two together make 2/3. These two together make 2/3. So I'm trying to take a look at how many sets of 2/3 that I have, and I can see that altogether I have 12/3. And when I take those 12/3 and split it into groups of 2/3, 12/3 divided by 2/3 is equal to 6, which means that 6 people will be fed at his birthday party. This shows another way to look at it. And I want to move. Here's another type of problem. Sometimes instead of having the whole thing that we're breaking into parts, we are given a chunk of it and what that is worth, and we have to find the missing whole. So it's still a division problem because we have Margot freezes 8 cups of strawberries. If this is 2/3 of the total strawberries that she picked, how many cups of strawberries did Margot actually pick? So I'm going to just use a tape diagram. And in this tape diagram, I'm going to chop it into thirds. So what we know of this is if I've got this is 1/3, 2/3, and 3/3, which is the whole thing. This is the point, the whole thing, that we don't know yet. But what we do know is that the 2/3 is equal to 8 cups. So I know at this point here, that's 8 cups of strawberries. So when we think back to when we did ratios, we had a lot of these where we would say, okay, well, this is the part that I know. These are 2 parts. If these 2 parts together equals 8, then one of those parts is going to have to be equal to 4. If this is 4, this is 4, and this would have to be 4. So if I continue moving forward, I have 4 groups of 3, and 4 groups of 3 is 12 cups of strawberries. That's another way to take our fractional part of division, divide it by the whole number that we know, and get an answer. So that's what we practiced on Thursday and again on Friday. Continue working with that and continue looking on the connections between multiplying and dividing fractions.